Hi everybody, Tony back again. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the white paper for crypto index token. Very proud of this little document. It comes out a little bit funny on my screen when I show it to you, but you're welcome to download the white paper from our website and go through it at your own time, or you can replay this video a couple of times. I'm just going to go through it very briefly as an overview, just to make it quick and simple for everyone to understand what crypto index token is all about. Get past this contents. So overview and our mission. Our mission is to produce a digital currency token which gives holders direct access to a long-term portfolio of digital currencies that at least will be listed in the top 50 of the coin market cap, and a short-term portfolio as well that will generate weekly revenues for holders of the CIT token. And we will incorporate cryptocurrency mining with that as well. Investing in cryptocurrencies can be challenging and risky, and the market is very volatile. And our project CIT and the launch of our public token CIC is offering an easy way to enter this rapidly growing market. We want to create a way for everyone to invest in cryptocurrencies in the safest and easiest way possible. By diversifying our holdings, our multiple assets, and our mining of Bitcoin and other currencies, we can create a lot less volatile opportunity within a very volatile crypto market. The platform, the CIT currency and CIC will be developed on the Ethereum platform and will be distributed in the first quarter of 2018. And all transactions and events can be tracked on via Etherscan. Participating in our project during our crowd sale, contributors will be rewarded in CIT units, that's crypto index tokens. And in the first quarter of 2018, contributors will receive their CIC token 1-for-1. So for every token that you're holding, you'll receive a coin. Contributors will receive 1 CIC coin for every CIT unit they hold in our program, and CIC tokens will be publicly tradable starting in the first quarter of 2018. Currently working on doing this part of the roadmap at the moment for you. What's the purpose of CIT units and the CIC token? CIT units are for the contributors that will receive CIT units. The amount of CIT units a contributor holds determines the weekly and monthly revenue he will receive. So the more tokens you hold, the greater percentage of returns from all tokens in circulation. And we said that in the presentation you can see on YouTube, we're looking at averaging it out at 5% per week. Currently just on our short-term weekly trading. Mining will start in the middle of the year. 25% of our weekly trading profits will be distributed to contributors on a weekly basis, and this weekly return will be paid in Bitcoin and will be automatically paid into the contributor's BTC account. So your BTC wallet that's connected to your back office in crypto index token will receive these funds, and then you would be welcome to withdraw these, or you could reinvest them to increase your weekly revenue. 25% of our mining profits will be distributed to contributors on a monthly basis. Similar like the weekly trading revenues, all revenues will be paid out directly into contributors' BTC Bitcoin accounts, and same as their trading revenues, contributors can withdraw their revenues directly to their personal wallets or use them to reinvest in some more of the CIC units. The CIC token, our CIC token will act as a safe haven in extreme volatile crypto markets. Besides our coin having an exchange value as soon as it's listed on the external trading platforms, CIC will have also a real value at any time. The real value of CIC will be determined by our trading portfolio, our long-term portfolio, and our mining activities. If you take those assets and you put it together and you divide it up between the amount of tokens that's in circulation, then you'd have a real value for that coin. So besides whatever is happening on the actual exchange, the CIC token will have its own real value. Even if the exchange value of our token drops to 0, As a company, we'll be able to buy back coins at any time because of this real value. The real value is 100% asset backed. We have the funds to buy back coins if holders want to quit our project and take back their money. Holders of CIT token that want to quit our project will have the opportunity to sell back their tokens to CIT if they meet the conditions that were explained in this white paper. How do we back this coin? Very simple. The main goal, the core of the holdings backing the value of the token, will be in the long-term holding portfolio. Every other activity serves to support this core. Remember, the long-term portfolio is the foundation, the base of the coin, and all the other assets are helping and assisting to make sure that we look after this foundation. To build a stable and safe basis for the value of our token is to diversify holdings over as many different assets as possible. By diversifying our holdings and holding over multiple assets allows us to invest in the entire volatile crypto market without the risk of betting on a single coin and avoid all the hassle of holding coins for different exchanges or in different wallets. So very, very simple, just to put it out there. It's almost like a one-stop shop. You've got your CIT token, and by holding CIT token, you're already involved with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, Dash, and whatever would be in the top 30 to 50 on the coin market cap at that particular time. We'd only be backing coins that would look like they're going to have success in the near future and for our long-term holdings over a bit of time, but we do believe that they'll bring and reap us great profits. The main goal of CIT is to manage an index fund of coins that are listed on the top 50 of the coin market cap, or coins that are ranked lower but already have proven to have a good project, the development team, and a good vision backing that. In this way, we avoid the hassle of keeping many coins on different wallets and the need to put money into mining or to spend time on trading yourself. So we're taking a little bit of that hassle away. There's a lot of people that trading looks daunting, or I don't know how to trade. Well, now we've got a couple of professionals behind us that are supporting our project, making sure that they're trading on our behalf and making sure that our coin is going to stay with stable growth. And we take that hassle out of you so you can enjoy life a little bit more. By holding just one token, our CIC token, you'll be involved in the different crypto opportunities. So with every token, you're involved in all of these assets, which is very important to understand, because you don't need to hold and manage different coins, different tokens, with a lot of different wallets. So if you are managing multiple coins, if we use Bitcoin and Ethereum, you'd have two different wallets in some cases. You need to watch the exchanges. You need to make sure you're buying and selling. And that's just two coins. So imagine if you had 30, 40, 50 coins that you needed to manage on a daily basis. Well, we've taken that out and made it very, very simple for you. So you'll be holding up to 30 different cryptocurrencies at any given time just by holding a CIT token. You'll be involved in Bitcoin and Ethereum and other currency mining. So when the mining farm is established and it starts, excuse me, it starts producing our profits on a monthly basis, we won't necessarily just be mining Bitcoin. We'll be mining a variety of coins to again spread that that asset value to its maximum potential. And you'll be involved in crypto trading, and that would be the long-term and the short-term version of our project. What's in it for the long-term holdings? The big concern on the long-term holding is to stay a balanced portfolio. So we need to make sure that our ICO period ends, and once we've studied the current 50 coin market cap, determine what assets we're going to add to our portfolio, and we'll add high-quality coins to our portfolio which have a proven history. Everyone knows that there are also currencies in the top 50 that values are determined by the so-called lending-based ICO programs, or that are hands-on pump-and-dump groups. These coins will not be added to our long-term portfolio, and 80% of our long-term holding will consist of coins that are listed on the top 50. The other 20% of the coins that dropped out of the 50 but have good and solid backgrounds, or coins that have a good potential. So though there might be a couple that are outside of the top 50, but we're seeing them from advice and our experts that we've surrounded ourselves with huge potential, but 80% should fall within that top 50 coin market cap, excluding any pump and dump groups or lending-based programs. The portfolio will be monitored on a daily basis and will be rebalanced if necessary, and rebalancing can occur in two ways. We'll rebalance the portfolio internally. If there are new coins climbing into that market cap and others falling out of the market, we can rebalance the portfolio at any time by selling several assets and buying a couple of new ones, just to make sure that we stay balanced and we keep that continuous growth that we're after. The second way of rebalancing will automatically happen on a weekly basis. At the end of every week, 50% of the generated trading revenues will be added to the long-term holding portfolio. And our team will study the portfolio and the current coin market rank to determine how the trading profits will be diversified. So just remember, every week will be, in layman's terms, compounding our long-term holding of assets, which benefits the value of the token, plus will benefit in the future the profit and revenue sharing that our clients will receive. So rebalancing is crucial and is put in place to stay stable and keep the index healthy. And we'll evaluate and use several different indicators to determine which coins to add to our holding or to exclude our holdings. One of the keys is that a single coin can never cover more than 10% of the total holdings. All right. Besides the rebalancing being crucial to maintain a healthy holding, we have another very powerful tool that will give our holding a boost. The value of the token will be determined by the growth of the value of the different assets that are backing the token. But another very important thing is to expand the volume of this holding. From this point, our other activities step into the front. And this would be the short-term trading that we were talking about, that's helping to generate also weekly passive income, and also our mining. Our trading and mining activities will contribute a certain percentage of their weekly and monthly profits to our long-term holding portfolio. Remember, we're putting back into that base, making sure that base is strong. It continues to get stronger and stronger and stronger, making sure that we're all safe at any given time. It gives value to the CIT. By doing this, our holdings value will not only grow by the elevation of our assets, but also by expanding the volume of our holdings on a weekly and a monthly basis. Very nicely summed up, very simple to understand. What's happening with the short-term holdings? Our main goal is to create a safe and stable opportunity within this volatile market, but on the other side, our opinion is that we also have to take advantage of the volatility. So surrounding ourselves with the right people in the right places, we're going to take advantage of this on a weekly basis. And that's where predominantly we're going to make sure that this base that we're talking about in our long-term trading platform keeps continuing to grow. And a certain percentage of this will be used for short-term trading. So a small amount of what you've put into your CIT token is going to be used for this. We don't claim to have a super robot or an algorithm that does the trading for us and generates guaranteed profits. We use real people with real expertise to trade for us. By the end of the ICO, we'll have a team of experienced traders that will monitor and trade our portfolio on a daily basis. And that's already in place as I'm doing this video now. We've had three plus weeks of trading happening already. We took our time to make the video because we wanted to make sure that our website is up and running. If we do explode with clients, that we don't have any difficulties along the way, making sure that things work the way they're supposed to work. So we've been not hush-hush, but we just held back a little bit of marketing till this point where we were very satisfied that everything is functioning the way it's supposed to function, and we're living up to what we've promised you. All right. We do not speculate on trades that bring 10, 20, 30% or more on one trade. Our traders will use different strategies to generate between 0.5 to 2% on every trade. We've been testing these strategies for several months, and they're very efficient and powerful. On several days, we manage one trader to close to 75 to 100 trades with an average profit of 1%. And by compounding our profits and use it for more trades, our balances grew much faster instead of always chasing the 20, 30 profitable trades. Okay, so just to quickly draw a little bit of a picture here, you could go on to trade today and you could make a handful of trades, and you could wait for 20-30% rise with the volatility that's happening. And what we've picked up though is to do short, quick trades, lower percentages, but if you're compounding the trade to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, you're going to have great results for the day. So we're focusing on those. They're safe. They're working for us at the moment, but nothing stops us looking at a couple of other strategies. But this strategy is working at the moment, and we like it, and we're getting our results, and the results that's being paid into our clients' accounts thus far, we're all very, very happy with. It's stunning. On the other hand, if you have a big amount available for trading, you can influence the service. You can influence several markets and completely on your own, and this also is something that we can benefit from. So besides our regular team of traders, we'll also have a trader that's specialized in influencing the markets, and we'll have a certain amount to work with to put and buy and sell walls up to influence the direction of the market. In that way, we take bigger profits. So, and I'm just showing you another strategy that we'll be using, trying to be as transparent here with what the guys are doing behind the scenes to make sure that we are generating our revenue and profits. Allocation of the trading fund, 75% of the available funds is reserved for our regular trading team for taking as much small profits as possible. That's happening, every day of the week. While we can trade, and that's where that percentage would go. The other 25% would be reserved for our trader that's going to use a buy and sell war strategy to make bigger profits. So as we grow as a project, and as we get more clients, and the coins and the tokens become more in circulation, means there's more funds, that percentages will grow. We'll just naturally see larger and larger returns as we go along. Trading profits allocation, 50% of the weekly trading profits will be used as a weekly revenue for our contributors. That's all of you holding CIT coins or CIT tokens, and contributors will be rewarded accordingly with the amount of tokens that they hold in our platform. The other 50% of the weekly profits will be added to that long-term foundation, our base. That's to expand our weekly holdings on a consistent basis. Mining. I love mining. Personally, I love it, and I'm so glad that it's part of the assets that we've chosen to back our coin. Strength, predictable. So once this gets on board, you'll really see how it impacts the coin. The main goal of the mining activities is to expand our long-term holding in a passive way. And by mining, we're creating a Bitcoin or other currencies. We'll be mining more than just Bitcoin. For difficulty reasons, there's other coins that are really, really viable, i.e. Ethereum. So this literally is expanding our holdings in a very passive way. The operations change several times a year. As difficulty increases and goes up, block rewards decrease. So the most important part of this is that our mining activities stay as profitable as possible. And because we will be spreading our mining activities over Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple of other profitable altcoins, will make this possible to stay optimal at that highest return rate as what we can while we're mining. At this moment, Bitcoin mining is very profitable because of its explosive growth in value, but profitability can change any minute because value drops, difficulties increase, and block rewards decrease. So just like our long-term holding strategy, our strategy to diversify as much into different assets as possible and to reinvest our profits is to create this compounding effect. An example of this would be to start mining Bitcoin, and gives us an X amount of return on a monthly basis. And then we'll take from that return, after expenses, 25% of the mining profits will be distributed to our CIT token holders. And the other 75% allocation will be determined on a monthly basis, depending on the current mining situations. And we have several options available to us. So full 75% reinvest to expand the Bitcoin mining capacity, partially reinvest in Bitcoin mining and partially in Ethereum, and then other alt mining opportunities, and then partially reinvest in mining and partially add to our long-term portfolio. So you can see how we're taking profit and we're splitting it back to make it viable for the the coins value, and then we are also splitting it back for you for your earnings. Mining earnings are paid out monthly, so it's the last week of every month, where your weekly passive return comes from your short-term portfolio, and those are paid. Currently, they're being paid on Mondays. We haven't missed a beat, and we haven't missed our 5% as we have forecasted. We have been looking around for several opportunities and decided what companies we will work with as we're going to commence with our mining activities. So between myself and Kevin, we've been chatting to quite a lot of experts in this field. We have found a couple of really good companies that we would like to work with, and that would really like to work with us. We're going to do some sit-down face-to-face meetings with these companies, and just clarify a few things, just to make sure that what we're purchasing is what we want, and it will benefit us all. And once we've gone through the ICO periods and stages, then I'll disclose more information on this, and give you a full transparent overview of who's getting involved with us and how we're going about building the farm. All right. Blockblocks AC is one of the first mobile Bitcoin mining units that has the scale of a full-size data center and allowing for easy access to the Bitcoin network. And for the first time, Bitcoin mining can be readily purchased at a petahash scale. So this is one of the companies that we'd be looking at is Bitfury. They currently only deal with Bitcoin, so this would be a Bitcoin, solely a Bitcoin asset. I'm busy talking to Vimpy from a local gentleman here that's also doing mining, and he builds mining farms. And there he gives us an option to look at equipment that will be mining us a variety, by the click of a button, a variety of different coins, and we can change that instantly to the markets and to all dependent on difficulty, etc. So they will really have optimal power 24 hours a day. So that's also something we're looking at. And then as I'm actually talking to you now, Kevin, my partner, is in Switzerland, busy having a chat with a couple of companies there. So we're really doing our homework as much as we possibly can. It's not going to be a quick decision. We really want to make the best decision in the best interest of CIT with this. One of the most powerful and cost-efficient Bitcoin mining units available on the market, with up to, well, that's this one that we are talking about at the moment, with up to 7.5 petahash of compute power served with Bitfury's unique 16 nm ACIC. So it's a complete unit. You can see a bit of an example down there. It comes in a container form, so it's self-contained. And this is something that we'll be looking at and considering with regards to Bitcoin mining. It's one of the best companies in the world that specialize in this form of mining. Here we go. This is Vimpy that I was talking about. And for Ether and other mining, we'll use the services of Ether Mining, and they're based here locally where I'm staying. And it's low cost algorithm to mine is the most profitable coins, and the ability to switch coins whenever you want with a simple push of a button. So that's how quickly it is. So we can really be on top of our game when it comes to mining. And I really love this part of our business because I think it's predictable growth. It's a lovely asset to have backing your token. And by compounding this, it just adds to that guarantee that you are going to grow value, and you really will get great passive return over time with CIT. Allocation of mining profits will be determined differently every month depending on the current situation, but this gives you a good overview of what we'll be doing. 25% of the monthly revenues towards the contributors, and that's paid to you monthly. 25% added to our long-term holdings, remember, growing that big base, and 50% reinvested in extra mining capacity. So we're not only compounding, using this compounding effect for our long term, we're using it, we're paying you, plus we're compounding our mining every month. So that's going to grow every month. That will grow. So you'll see the effect of that at the end of each month, and that's predictable, right? So we'll know what the machines are mining. We'll be able to see what they're doing every single day, and that will naturally just grow every single month. So very strong assets that are backing CIT at the moment. All right. The other option is to put 75% reinvested into extra mining capacity and 25% monthly towards contributors. So you will be looking at the strength of the two. That's why there's two options. We'll be looking at the strength of the two once we start mining and we start seeing the results of this. It may be more beneficial. It might just be more beneficial just to compound mining and use a weekly trading percentage to go back into the long-term trading, right? So we'll weigh up the two to make sure that we're getting maximum buck for our effort and to give you guys maximum return on a weekly, monthly basis. CIT token. There'll be about 30 million CIT units available. So we're obviously matching that up 1 for 1. So there'll be 30 million CIT coins available. It will utilize 8 decimal positions due to the long-term growth potential, and its real value is derived from the underlying cryptocurrencies in the long-term holding, the value of the trading balance, and the value of our mining activities. So all of those assets backing the coin gives our tokens real value. The value is expected to fluctuate with the market's value of the underlying assets. All right, so CIT will have 2 different prices at any given time. It might sound a little bit confusing, but it's really, really simple. All right. If it's on the exchange and people are using it, and we're buying and selling, that might have a price. That price might even be 0, right? But the real value of the token is determined by the long-term holding plus the short-term holding at that point in time, plus what our mining activity is, divided by whatever is in circulation, the amount of coins that's in circulation. That's the real value. All right, so please bear that in mind. It's the assets that's backing the value of our coin. The speculative value of CIT will be from the moment we launch on a public trade form. That's why I said on the exchanges. And on these platforms, price will be determined by supply and demand. So that's what's happening on the platform, and that would give the price. There might be times where it's slightly more than what the real value is, and there might be times where on these platforms it's a little bit less than what the real value is. But remember, the real value is the most important part of this, because that's determined by assets, right? If we use common sense, then the speculative value will never go below the 100% asset-backed value. Normal tokens hold will not sell their tokens for a lower price than our index. So basically what we're saying is, if it's got a real value of, let's for argument's sake say $10, and on exchange it's running at $8, I don't think people would sell it. So we'd be selling it at $10. I don't believe they would ever go below the real value. All right, but should it go below the real value, it will. People just won't be selling. They'll probably be buying. Yeah, they'll be buying, and we'll be looking at it at the real value. From our purpose, the real value is what's the most important, and that's why we created it being backed by assets. To avoid our token getting dumped and holders losing money, we'll build in a buyback option on our platform. So that's just something that we're putting in place just to make sure, first and foremost, that you feel like you've got some security here. You're right. That we're willing to, for any form of unhappiness, we'll buy those coins back from you at the value that's on the platform. Holders can use this option to sell back their tokens to the company at the current index price at the time of selling. So very simple. I think most people would say we give you like your money back guarantee, this, that, and the rest. And we're basically just saying if there is any form of unhappiness, we'll buy those coins back. What happens with unsold tokens? Very simple. All unsold tokens during the ICO will be added to the remaining amount of tokens at the end of all the stages, and these tokens will stay available for purchase at any time. So we'll continue to put them on the market and people can buy them, and everyone with the possibility to buy CIT tokens, as long as our total amount of 30 tokens aren't sold out, will then be able to purchase through our CIT token project. All right. Under no circumstances can crypto index token will it dump remaining tokens on public exchanges, because this would lead to a crash of the speculative value. So we're not going to go and dump all of these onto an exchange. It would defeat the purpose of all the assets backing the token. We want maximum the value of the assets to give maximum value to the tokens that are in circulation. We wouldn't want to drop that value at any point in time. All right. Buyback option. This option will be built into our CIT platform as of the 1st of June, and holders will receive their CIT tokens by contributing into our CIT platform, which will benefit from this options. And the reasons we're saying this is we only want to guarantee the persons that contributed to the backed fund supporting our value to benefit from the buyback option. So if you got involved with CIT and you registered and you bought CIT tokens and you're earning a passive income, then these are the people we're looking at, because they're helping us to build this project to make it something really worthwhile for the future. And in this way, we want to stimulate holders to keep their tokens as long as possible, which will have a positive effect on its market price. Remember, the more tokens that are in circulation, stronger our token becomes, and which grows value not only to the project, but to the individual holding the tokens as well. We don't buy back tokens from someone who doesn't hold CIT units. So if you only got CIT coins, you only went onto the exchange and you bought CIT coins, you wouldn't be part of the buyback option. That wouldn't be applicable to you. We're only looking at the people that have CIT tokens in their back office and that are earning passive income. When you want to sell back the coin to us and it doesn't have any CIT units backing the coins, we can't take money out of the holdings, because the person who sold his tokens still has CIT units, which generates revenue. So we can't buy them back. All right, guys, it's very simple. We're just protecting the CIT token holders and the value of the coin. Contributors that hold CIT units can only sell back an amount of tokens that's low or equal to the amount of CIT holds in his account. So you can't sell more CIT than what you're holding. All right? Very simple. Security. We will be dealing with large funds, and as our project grows, the funds will just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So we need to just be a little bit more transparent on what we're doing. So many parts of the source code are password and address protected, and the ability to change the password, access to contract all exists for the routine. Right? Security updates, or if the team feels threatened at any time. So we can change those passwords at any time just to make sure that we are fully protected. And in order to ensure our token provides the most value to our participants, CIT token address will not be distributed until the end of the crowd sale. So all that will happen post. We're just protecting everyone's interest here. Our team has taken every possible precaution in order to maintain the integrity of the token, the index, and the participants in our crowd sale. So, like I said, we're just trying to protect everybody. I'm not going to disclose too many of these things when it comes to security, because we're dealing with people's financial interest, right? CIT program. The CIT program is an additional bonus on top of the CIT tokens contributors receive for participating. Our CIT program offers everyone that's become a member of our platform and purchased CIT units a weekly and a monthly passive return. This program consists of 3 ways of earning. So went to Crypto Index and you signed up, deposited and bought some CIT tokens. This is what you'll be getting back from it. As an affiliate program, we've built in the affiliate program. So if you're an online marketer, you want to start your own business, this is a perfect little opportunity for you. You can build up that principal capital amount, and that just helps you to increase your passive earnings, as well as be rewarded for just telling people about this opportunity. So you can earn commissions by introducing new contributors to our project. 10% of raised funds will be used to support the affiliate program. Right, as owners, we don't take anything from or any deductions from whatever investment is made except for the affiliate program. That 10% is distributed between 6 uni levels, and each level is unlimited. So the more people you tell, the more people that market on your behalf for you. If you guys are working as teams, everyone's going to be rebated in Bitcoin straight into your wallet through this affiliate program. Contributors that purchase CIT units will receive weekly return on our trading profits. 50% of the profits we generate will be transferred to the members' accounts in BTC, and members can withdraw revenues or reinvest in more CIT units. We don't offer a fixed weekly revenue. It will fully depend on the results of the traders. So we needed to put a number, right? So we sat there and we worked all things good and well out. And you'll see on the presentation that we talked about a number of about 5% that gets returned to you in BTC. We've been running the platform now, and the guys have been trading, and we've been honoring the 5% very well. I think as we grow as a project and as mining comes through and as things just develop, this percentage should go up, 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 up. Right, but we're not going to guarantee it. There's a lot of factors that are determined here when you're trading, and you can have a couple of great trades, and these trades is what we'd really all like to happen. But there's also where there's nominal amounts. So you made small profits, small profits, small profits, and then this is distributed on a weekly basis. It's paid in Bitcoin. So guys, just remember, should you want to reinvest, you need to purchase more tokens with that payout, and then you're more than welcome to withdraw if you're at that point where you're happy with that passive income and start withdrawing it. Contributors that purchase CIT units will receive a monthly revenue from our mining profits. 25% of our mining profits will be shared with our members. Members will receive this revenue on a monthly basis and will be calculated on the amount or the percentage to the CIT units he holds. All right. So very simple to understand. Mining we'll do for a month, for a 30-day period, and after the 30-day period, we'll pay out that percentage accordingly to our clientele, and the other percentage will go back into mining. Why would we want to do this? Because we want to grow that mining farm. We want to grow that compound that mining. So the more we compound that mining, the more or the greater we increase your percentage of return on a monthly basis. It's the same with the more trades we can get done in a week, the greater, and with a higher percentage, the greater the percentage that's paid out to you. But remember, we want to back the coin. We want to, the stronger the assets become, the greater the return on investment becomes. That's what we're after here. Our initial coin offering, it's commenced already. It's already on, so you'll see that as soon as you log onto the website. We're currently in stage 1. We're progressing through that. A total availability of 750,000 tokens at 80 cents at the dollar. 80 cents at the dollar, and that started. There's no timeline on when it ends. So we'll start stage 2 as soon as we've gone through stage 1. What's nice to see at the moment is we've got a couple of people already withdrawing passive income due to the amount that they contributed initially, and then we've got a lot of people that are reinvesting. And what's nice about the reinvestment is if that wasn't your affiliate, every time they're reinvesting, you'd be getting a percentage of that return. Hey, so if there was someone that you directly introduced, you would have got 50%. Sorry, man, 50%, 5%. 5% return on that reinvestment amount. So with the affiliate program in place, you're not only getting on the initial investment that someone's put in, but you're also getting on every time that they reinvest to purchase more coins. So fantastic added value to the program, and this is something that we hope attracts a lot of online marketers and people to start their own online business, because it just spreads the word, gets it out there, and for those efforts, being rewarded like that is really fantastic. All right. Contribution is available in Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Dash. So there you can already see multiple ways to purchase. You don't just need to purchase through Bitcoin. You can be purchasing through Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, and we'll be looking in the future at a couple of other coins as well that we'll be utilizing, and then allowing you the opportunity to purchase CIT tokens with those coins. All right. Unsold tokens will be added to the remaining 22.5 million, which will be stay on sale and available through the platform. All right. Currently, you can purchase it at 80 cents for a token, and as you can see there in black and white, expected value after the ICO sales finish is 1.2. So a nice little bit of increase there just from purchasing on early. You're already seeing that your coin's value has gone up quite substantially by the time we end this ICO. And the returns, I would believe, would also be quite substantial. The raised funds allocation. So 10% for the supporting affiliate program. That's just what I told you about. That's how people will be earning for the efforts that they make by introducing others. And 90% to support the value of our token. Remember, that's the most important thing. We don't want to take a percentage for marketing and a percentage for admin and a percentage for this running cost and that running cost. At this stage, it's myself and Kevin. We're managing that part of it, because we really want to maximize the amount of value to our token. The greater the value, the easier everything else becomes, guys. And we just don't want you to lose value because you needed to pay a whole bunch of other costs. And there's no other hidden costs. This is exactly where your money's going. So I can't be more transparent than this. 45% into the short-term portfolio, and then 45% divided between the long-term and the mining activity, the mining farm that's going to generate us income. As you probably noticed, we did not take any of the raised funds for expenses like marketing, team bonuses, development, etc. Our personal option is that we must keep as much raised funds as possible for investing in the crypto market. To cover our expenses and company earnings, we charge a one-time $25 fee to members that join the CIT program, and this fee will be deducted before a member is able to do their first withdrawal of any of his revenues on or referral commissions. Okay, so that $25 fee just assists us to make sure that things run optimally. We've got great plans for our website, and we're already starting to do share ideas on how to upgrade it. So we'll be using these funds to make that happen. And besides the fee, we also purchase CIT units just like any other member does. We also pay for our CIT units just like a regular member, and we're not rewarding ourselves with free tokens because it will affect the value of the tokens in circulation. So again, just remember, if we start adding a whole bunch of free coins in here, the value of the token drops, and we want to avoid that. Maximum value to the token. Create maximum value for payout for our clientele. So I can't think that we're being harsh. The only thing and you can do your investment, you can avoid the $25 until you're happy that you want to start withdrawing. Boom, pay the $25 and you start withdrawing instantly, and that passive return can be going into the personal wallet of your choice, right? You're more than welcome to start your investment without that fee. We encourage you to pay the fee, because then should you ever want to withdraw, it's quick and easy. You can have access to your funds on a weekly basis without any delay of that payment having to still happen. Transparency. Our company wants to be as transparent as possible with all of our contributors. So Longterm Holdings will display our Longterm Holdings portfolio on a public link that every member can verify at any given time. You can find that link on our Facebook group and on the website. And Short-Term Trading Holdings will publish trading results on a very regular basis, and we publish videos that give people a behind-the-scenes look at what the traders do. All right, so I'll be chatting to Kevin and set up one of these meetings with one of our traders. We can see how they trade in real time. Maybe pop a couple of questions, how they think, what their strategies are at this point in time. And then as things happen globally and things are changing, and as we're growing and developing, we'll pop back in there to see what the traders are up to and what their strategies have changed, and if they have changed, and how they are generating this weekly passive income for us. Trading results at the moment are being published on our Facebook group. It's the most prominent. Everyone seems to be in there chatting away. And on this group, every Monday, we get an update of what the earnings are and when payment should be visible. There are some days where it happens Monday morning and some days where it happens Monday night. It's just close down the trade for the day. If we're in the middle of trades and things are happening and it's positive for us, we'll keep it going for a couple of hours and then do the payouts and then start for the new week. All right. Mining activities, we'll share all agreements we close with every mining provider. So as I mentioned a bit earlier, we're in this phase where we're chatting and making sure that we're happy with their agreements that we've made with these guys. And as we get closer to the time when the ICO ends, we'll finalize these agreements, and we'll be very transparent with who we're working and what they will be doing. And we'll also publish profits from our trading on a monthly basis. So at the end of each month, we'll give you a full overview of what happened through the mining and where funds were distributed. We'll also post videos when visiting our mining locations. So I'll be close to one of the mines here locally, so I'll be able to pop in there and give you guys an idea of what it looks like, and when we're compounding, when the guys are building the farm up and upgrading it and so on, take a couple of videos and let you guys see what's happening there. And then we'll also give you the opportunity, if there's some of our clients that want to come and visit the mines, to come in and see them and see what it's all about, and maybe chat to the guys that's running the mines for us, so that you have that transparency. You can see where the money is being made and what the assets look like. All right, currently the team and the company details. There you can see the company's been registered and we're doing everything above board and making sure that we're regulated, etc., etc. And my partner Kevin can just read up a little bit about Kevin there and what he's up to. He's at the moment behind the scenes making sure that everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen from like an administrational point of view. A lot of meetings being held so that we can get this viral, if you want to put it that way. We really want it to start gaining some momentum, and we also just want to be prepared once we do get that momentum going and things start happening, that we stick to the roadmap and things just happen the way they're supposed to happen. We'd really like to minimize delays. My point of view at the moment is to assist in those back areas and then just to chat to you guys, make sure that you guys are happy and we answer as many of the questions that you might have. You can friend request me if you need to on Facebook. You can PM me if you've got any questions. I'll be popping videos like this on as often as I possibly can, just to make sure you guys are up to date. I chat on the group from time to time, and a lot of work of the last couple of weeks has been offline, but I'll be making sure that I've spent a lot more time online now, just to get everyone comfortable, know what's going on, and let's just grow this thing. Let's grow this. It's really, really, really something I'm passionate about. So I think that there's huge potential for a lot of people to change their financial situations with CIT. Really a huge potential. Right, the rest of the team at the moment are like freelancers and things like that. So, you know, we're going to fish out who we really want to work with, and some of these people will be in companies. So we'll be working with agreements like with the mining. It's a company, so we'll be working with those the individuals in that company. But as the team grows and there's permanent people in place, we'll add them to the list and we'll introduce them to you. It'll definitely happen over the next couple of weeks as the business and the project grows further. But at this stage, we're the two guys that are running things at the moment. And if you do have any questions, how do they say? Well, go to the horse. So you're getting out of the horse's mouth at the moment, and I think that's the best way to do it. Right. Roadmap for us for crypto index token at the moment. We started on the 15th of January already. Crowd sales on, guys, it's happening. So climb onto the website, purchase your coins, 80 cents at the moment. And by the time the ICO ends, we are looking at it being $1.20. So you're already making value just on that, purchasing the coin, which is great. Distribution of the actual, so through the course of the next quarter, we'll be matching you up 1-for-1 for the coin to the token, and we've already started payouts, so the trading has already commenced. June the 1st, around there, we've given you the date, we'll be unlocking the buyback option, and in that period of time as well, we would have started with mining, so people would possibly start earning their returns every month on that as well. And then towards the latter part of the year, we'll be looking at the merchants, products, services, various websites where you'd be able to spend your CIC. We'd be on exchanges by then as well. So everything through the course of the next 11 months, because we're heading into February very shortly. So in the next 11 months, you'll just see how we explode and expand. Hopefully you guys will be participating and helping us make sure we boom as we're hoping to. So just a summary of everything that's involving crypto index token is, participate in our crowd sale through our CIT platform and receive CIC tokens for the first quarter. So, climb onto the website now, purchase your coins. The rest is following suit. Hold your CIC coins or trade them on external changes. So once you start getting your coins one for one, that will happen in a couple of weeks' time, then you can start trading. You'll be receiving your weekly passive revenue and trading profits according to the amount of CIT units you hold. It's currently happening. We'll be let's see if I can do a video with a couple of our current clients if they don't mind, and we just hear a couple of testimonials and see what the guys are saying and how their experience has been thus far. And then you'll be receiving your monthly passive revenue from the mining. All right, that will happen as soon as the mining farm is up and running in the end of the second quarter. CIC value is determined by long-term holding based on the top 50 currencies listed on the coin market cap, which I'll explain to you. Short-term trading and a short-term holding trading accounts, the mining of the BTC and the Ether and the other currencies. Remember, that's the real value. These activities will create a snowball effect in our holdings, mining capacity and trading capacity will start expanding faster and faster in time. In this way, you give our token a real value from the first minute after going public. The value of our token will increase without any human interference and makes us the very first self-sustainable coin. Love this paragraph. One of my favorite paragraphs. On my Facebook, I kind of post this quite a lot because the coin is not valued by the value is not determined by a whole bunch of external factors, or you having to find somebody, or the amount of people using the coin, or pump and dumps. Nothing is influencing this. It's all determined by the assets and how quickly we can grow these assets. And together we'll grow these assets, and it'll just compound, and it'll go quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. And the results will be evident weekly because this will be paid out to you on a weekly and on monthly with regards to mining, right? If you're still not satisfied, right, members that received CIC on top of their CIT units have the ability to sell back their tokens to the company and the current index price of the token. So we're very open and transparent. We're just saying if you're not happy, we'll purchase those things back at the value that they currently are, and call it a day. But I can't see that happening because we've gone through this together, and I'm sure you can see the potential of this. All right. Our advice would be to hold your CIC because, like we told you earlier, our activities have a snowball effect, and the value will just grow and will just increase and increase and increase exponentially. So hold on to these things for a while. Don't get rid of them too quickly. Let it grow value. I think we're going to see an explosion of value coming over the next 6 to 8 months. Once everything starts falling into place, just like what we've said. Currently, we can already see guys are compounding very, very nicely with their weekly returns that they're currently receiving, and that's just going to snowball. Those guys are so happy. It's so nice when the guys phone you on a Monday night. It's like, Tony, I just bought so many more tokens, and they're already working things out for next week and things like this. So the compound effect is so strong, and we're not creating something just for a quick buck. We're creating something for a life-changing effect forever going forward. So once this starts paying you what you dream of, it's just endless. It's honestly just endless. Fantastic opportunity for everybody. Okay, expected services. Okay, guys, we'll bring in a debit card with MasterCard over the next couple of months, where you could go and exchange this and spend like you would be spending the current fiat currency you use. So if it's dollar, euro, pound, whatever the case may be. We'll be launching a cloud mining service for people that can exclusively join by purchasing hash power through CIT, and then a lot of online and offline products and services. So there'll be merchants on board, and we'll try and create a website where we can kind of get all these merchants that are utilizing CIT as a payment method, that they can advertise their services and products there. And then it's like a one-stop shop again. I love things simple. I want to go to a place. This is what's so nice about CIT. Join CIT. It's creating the income, right? Money working for you, and you're taking your profits and you're spending a CIT coin. So it's really a one-stop shop, and it makes it so easy for anyone to get involved. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it enlightened you a little bit about what we're about. This just an overview. A couple of other videos that will be available on the Crypto Index Token channel on YouTube. That will break things down, and I'll go into a little bit more specifics. But here's an overview of who we are, what we're doing, white paper we've created, anything that changes or develops or whatever the case may be over the next time, and as it happens, I'll be keeping you informed. But so far, so good. Everything that we put down in black and white, it's working thus far exactly like we wanted it to work. So no hitches, no hiccups, at perfect time, very confident that it's only going to get better from here. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Make sure that you're joining the website and logging on and registering and doing the things that you need to do. And then just out of respect to anyone that sent you this, if they sent you this presentation, please can I just ask you, get back with them. Make sure that you're getting their link, to go through them, and if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to email us. Let me know on Facebook if you want to message me, or get back to the person that sent you this this video, and make sure that we get you going as quickly as possible, that you can get into that seat and you can start earning. Right, catch you guys in the next video.